This is the Satechi 3-in-1 Qi2 charger. Not only can it charge your iPhone at 15 watts and your AirPods, but also fast charge your Apple Watch on the back. And unlike a lot of 3-in-1s, this is actually a foldable 3-in-1 charger that you can take with you on the go. Now, I've reviewed a lot of 3-in-1 chargers here on the channel. I'll link my last video down in the description where I reviewed the Anker and the ESR and compared it to my favorite, the 12 South 3-in-1. So let's compare the new Satechi 3-in-1 to my favorite and see if this one might take the crown as one of the best. In the box, you get the Satechi 3-in-1 charger, a USB-C cable, not braided, just regular cable, and you do get a power brick. And one of the best things about this stand is it is just a USB-C port on the back. So you can detach the cable, just use any USB-C cable or power brick that's about 30 watts, and you can use it as that 3-in-1 charger. And like I mentioned before, this is totally collapsible. So here it is fully collapsed, pretty thin right there, has some rubber feet here on the bottom, and this opens up about that far, so almost a 90-degree angle for the stem part. And the part that holds the iPhone, this will go all the way parallel to your nightstand or the floor, and it can go all the way even a little farther than that 90-degree angle this way. But again, thankfully, it is just a plain old USB-C port on the back. Apple Watch charger flips out of the back like that. And I can plug this in. This is a different USB-C cable than the one that actually came with it. And even with a different charger, I can put my iPhone on there. It'll start charging and go into standby mode. Charge my AirPods, and I can put the Apple Watch on the back, and you'll see it start charging right there. Didn't realize the battery was so low. I think I'll just leave that on the charger. When it comes to build quality, the Satechi is super nice, aluminum all around. There is a soft touch black finish here, and the part where your iPhone goes is also kind of a soft touch silicone right there. Really love all the materials they used. Feels super sturdy, and with all your devices on there, on your nightstand, it's not going to be wobbling around. You can definitely tell it is a high quality stand. Now, the one big caveat with the Satechi as opposed to something like the 12 South, which I really like, is that you can see the Apple Watch while it's charging. If you had this on your nightstand, sure, you could just look over your phone, but if you're laying in bed and you roll over, you're not going to see how charged your Apple Watch is. You have to either take it off or look behind. Here on my 12 South, I can put my Apple Watch on the front, iPhone right here, AirPods on the back, and I can see all of it at once. When it comes to footprint, you see I did a comparison in my last video with other 3-in-1s, but the Satechi definitely takes up way less room than the 12 South as far as footprint on the nightstand. You do have to count the little Apple Watch sticking out the back, but I do like how compact this is, and this is going to be great for travel, which brings me to my other comparison, which is this Anker 3-in-1. This was one of the first Qi2 chargers, and actually what I've been using when I travel. I like the Anker 3-in-1 because it is also USB-C, which comes out the side, charges your iPhone at 15 watts with this Qi2 charger here. You can charge your AirPods on the back, and the Apple Watch charger flips out that way. Apple Watch charger, not as convenient as maybe the Satechi or as nice, but it gets the job done, and this is what I've been using on the go. When it comes to footprint, you can see the Anker has a little less footprint, but it's pretty slight. I think this Satechi would be good when traveling, maybe on that hotel nightstand, which they can be pretty small sometimes too. And when it comes to the elevation of your phone, on the Anker 3-in-1, your phone is pretty low, and like you can see, it can be a little wobbly, but I like how your iPhone is raised a little bit on the Satechi, and you can adjust that angle. Now, I will say the angle adjustment on the Satechi is really tight, so if you try to adjust it by adjusting your phone's just going to come off. Compare that to the 12 South 3-in-1, I can actually adjust it by using my phone, and it'll stay on the charger. So if you want to adjust the Satechi, you're going to have to do that manually with your hand first, then put your phone on there, and it'll go into standby mode and start charging. Now, when it comes to pricing, a lot of 3-in-1s are in like the $150 or more range, like the Belkin 3-in-1 and this 12 South. The Anker one is a little cheaper, as is the ESR, and this Satechi falls kind of in the middle. It's $130. You can get it on Amazon. They do have a 2-in-1 version for $80 if you don't need that Apple Watch charger, but I think the 3-in-1 is really where it's at. Again, you can charge your AirPods, Apple Watch, fast charging for that watch, and your iPhone, and it's just a really high quality stand. And as with all devices that claim to be Qi2, I do double check it on that Wireless Power Consortium database, and you can see for this Satechi stand, it is 2.0 and licensed yes. So this is an official Qi2 charger. I'll link my previous video where I explained all about Qi2 and how it's basically just Apple MagSafe. Apple actually worked with the Wireless Power Consortium, and that's why it's 15-watt charging, just like MagSafe. Anyway, if you want to get into the technical aspects, I go through like the documents and everything down in that video, so I'll link it above and down there. But the Satechi is definitely Qi2, and frankly, I just really like this. I mean, this would be great as a nightstand charger as well. And honestly, I'm kind of hard pressed. I'm not sure if I want to stick with the 12 South. One of my qualms with the 12 South one is the barrel style connector here on the back. It is not USB-C, so it makes just the universal compatibility a little less so on here. And because it's that USB-C cable, you could have a dedicated brick and cable at your nightstand and then have one in your travel bag. Then you can just unplug it, take all your devices off, fold it up, throw it in your bag, and you're ready to take it traveling as well. So real quick, I'm going to run down all the 3-in-1s I've reviewed so far. The ESR Qi2 3-in-1, it's actually on sale right now on Amazon US for $60. Usually it's $90. It can fast charge the Apple Watch, although it does have this weird Apple Watch charger that actually disconnects. If you're into that, cool. It does have a USB-C port, not a proprietary barrel connector, which is nice. The next most expensive is the Anker 3-in-1, currently $85, but usually around $100. It does have a large footprint. You also have to put that weird sticker on the Apple Watch charger so the Apple Watch doesn't tilt when you first put it on. Also, this image that Anker used here on Amazon, it's a little misleading. Here it shows that the Apple Watch is not obscured by the iPhone when it's in standby mode, but in my experience, the watch is basically covered. Not 100%, you can see it behind the iPhone, but it is definitely obscured a little bit when you have your iPhone in that horizontal mode. Then the most expensive 3-in-1s we have is the 12 South HiRise 3 Deluxe. It's still one of my favorites. I don't know if it's my number one anymore, but you can see the Apple Watch. It fast charges the watch, 15 watts charging on iPhone, but it has that barrel style connector, which is unfortunate. The Belkin 3-in-1, also $150. Wasn't crazy about this last one because that USB-C cable is actually built in permanently to the Belkin 3-in-1, but you can tilt the iPhone on the new Belkin, and there's a little indentation for the AirPods. Apple Watch doesn't swivel, but it stays put when you place it on the charger. And now here's the Satechi at $130. So when it comes to choosing a 3-in-1 charger, honestly, I really like the Satechi both for at-home use and on the go. If you're looking for both the travel for go and at home, and you just want to get one device to do it all, I really like the Satechi 3-in-1. I don't typically rate products on a 5-star rating, but I feel like doing it with the Satechi. So for this one, I'm going to give 4.5 stars. Really high marks. The only qualms I would have with it is you can't see your Apple Watch when it's charging. But if you want this foldable form factor, it doesn't bother you to have the watch on the back, and the stiff adjustment for the iPhone, which, I mean, frankly, it means it'll probably last a long time. And even when you travel and on the go, you can rely on that phone staying where you place it. I think this is a great option. Links to this, the 12 South, and all the other 3-in-1s I've reviewed are down in the video description, and I'll link my other comparison video down there as well. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel before you go and hit that like button. If you're interested in more Qi2 chargers like Qi2 battery packs, there's actually only one legit Qi2 option out there. I reviewed it. It's the Anker Qi2 MagSafe battery. I'll put it right up here. And if you need more help saving battery life, I actually have an entire video where I do shortcut automations to help you automate low power mode, save battery during the day, and a ton more. You can check out that shortcuts video right up here. And I'll put my shortcuts playlist video. That link will be in the description. I have shortcuts 101 and 201 if you're just learning shortcuts. You want to learn the basics and how to use the actions. And then that entire playlist has a bunch of videos and shortcuts ideas and lots of requests from you guys, the viewers, which, by the way, comment with any shortcuts requests you may have on this video, and I get those too. And I have a shortcuts request video coming up very soon. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.